From 9:29 to 11:03, I will journal and take notes 5 times a week. The submissions will be at least 1 page long. The topics will be on my personal successes, how I overcame and corrected my inner critic and turned it into my inner coach. I chose this SMART goal because it is an intrapersonal goal that encourages a healthy outlet for self-reflection and personal development. I wanted to focus on my personal successes, overcoming my inner critic, and appealing more to my inner coach because I wanted to try to develop a more positive mindset. I chose to write at least 1 page entries because that ensures I can delve into my thoughts. 5 times a week established consistency while still letting myself have a few nights off. My goal was specific because I clearly stated what needed to be done. There is no confusion. I made sure to define what my goal is, the actions I need to take to complete it, how often I would like to practice my goal, and the specific topics I would write about. My goal is measurable because I was able to track how many times I journaled every week by looking back on my dated pages. The 1 page requirement is also a measurement. My goal was achievable. At first, my goal was 4 nights a week, but then I found myself wanting to do even more after the goal was met. I thought about what would be realistic for myself given my daily schedule and allotted free time. My goal was relevant because it focuses on being self-aware and contributes to my personal growth. It also helped me recognize and dissect my self-criticizing tendencies and uphold and encourage self-coaching behaviors. My goal was timely because it had a start date of 9/29 and an end date of 11/3, in addition to weekly targets for writing. My goal was to do this 5 times a week. On week 1, I only did it 3 out of 5 times. On weeks 2 through 4, I met the goal with 5 out of 5. On week 5, I exceeded the goal with 7 nights that week. During the first week, I felt stressed and pressured about having to journal. I had some resistance. I was also disappointed that I had not met the goal on week 1. As the days went by, it started to feel more rewarding than stressful. I think at first I was uncomfortable because journaling was not a regular habit of mine and it didn't have a set place in my daily routine. I saw lots of progress in myself as I worked through this goal. I became more self-disciplined as I made a commitment to keep pushing and working on my goal. Over time, it became easier and found its place in my routine. I also became more comfortable with being vulnerable and truthful with myself. Now I feel like it's so much easier to be kind and connect with myself. Being more aware of my inner critic versus inner coach helped me better understand certain triggers and my emotions. One of my journal entries talked about the experience of going to an aerial yoga workout class. Usually, my inner critic stops me from even trying and tells me that I'm probably just going to embarrass myself, so why should I even go? I turned it into my inner coach, who said everyone's a beginner at one point, and lots of people also feel nervous about trying something for the first time. Just get started and have fun. Even after the workout class, I felt like I had made mistakes. It was a barrier to turn the perspective and inner voice around. I told myself that no one was judging me. I did a great job getting up, laughing it off, and moving forward. I had a great time, and I was really proud of myself. I appreciated having my process observed through online check-ins. It required me to reflect and be mindful of my week-to-week progress. It also served as a form of external motivation. It made me feel more responsible towards the goal. I felt as though I had an outside source encouraging me to keep going. If no check-ins were done, I don't think I would have accomplished the same amount of progress in achieving my goals. I was being held accountable, and so I felt more committed. It would have been much easier to forget about my goal or push it to the wayside without the weekly check-in reminders. Moving forward, I want to keep working on these same goals. I feel as though I can keep making progress in both these areas and still find lots of enjoyment in practicing them. They have become very habitual, but I see the benefits and progress every day.